Alrighty, and here's the video review for the MT-02P Battle Sentinel SG SP. This is, they did another one, I don't know what the code for it is, but Battle Tanker Series, Crystal City Chronicle, as you can see up there. But this is the Battle Tanker trailer set with some cool new armor upgrades for Shattered Glass Optimus Prime, the G2 version from last year's Botcon. And it's really quite nice. We'll go ahead and show them off in vehicle mode here. Let's go ahead and We'll go ahead and open up the box here. And here inside is all the stuff you get. Also, we're going to show off the broken blade from Dr. Wu because it was made for this Prime, and I think it works really well with this set. So it's kind of a combo review here. But like I said, we'll get into it. Oh, and look at that. That's upside down. But yeah, you open this up. And there's all the pieces of the trailer and everything inside here. You also get the instructions. And the instructions are the same instructions for just the standard battle tanker. And then there's an extra sheet that shows you how to use all of the new pieces, which is kind of nice. We're not going to go into all the depth on that because we're going to show you how it all works. So you open this up and pull the trailer itself out, which can attach directly to the... oh, here's the piece. There are two pieces you need to remove and replace. Here's the original head for this Shattered Glass Prime, and the new one screws on. You just unscrew the screw in the back, pop this off, take the new head, unscrew it, pop it together, screw it back together, put it on, as well as the waist plate. Here's the standard waist plate over here from Prime. Again, it's the same thing. You just unscrew it, pop the original plate off, and then put the piece on, which you'll see in robot mode. Now you can, if you want, just immediately affix the trailer to Prime, and you can have him just like that. And that looks cool. I like that they put one shall stand, the rest shall fall on Prime this time. So the trailer has the till all are gone from the original Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. That was his little catchphrase that was attached to him, or it was written across him in the first thing. Now, you also get the... this was the battery pack with the wire for the in the original version that made the sword light up. Here it's just a holder, which you can attach to the back of the tanker. But I find when I'm not, since I don't generally use this, I just kind of leave it in the box. But it is there. And it pegs in right back here on the back of the tanker, if you so desire. It comes with the handle for the sword, which we'll get to again in robot mode. It's currently stored in the trailer. It comes with these, and I'm only going to take one of these out because they are unwieldy a little bit. Maybe we'll get both of them out with the help. You get two spikes and chains right here. And again, not really for vehicle mode. These are going to come into play in robot mode. Put those off to the side. You get two new shoulder. You get a chest plate here and two new shoulder pads, which also become bumpers for the truck. And again, we'll get to those. And then you actually get. They give you two of these. You only need one of them. And again, that's one that can stay on in transformation in vehicle mode. But we'll show you what this is when we get to robot mode. But again, like I said, they're right next to each other. One's here and one's here, but you get two of the same piece. And that's everything that's in the box. So, these bumper pieces, again, before you attach them, you have to, in vehicle mode, you have to push these things out. I was hoping maybe you wouldn't have to, because I wasn't sure how much clearance there was when these were attached with the wheels. They will hold the truck up. So before you put it on, you have to get under here. It helps it twist a little bit if you can get a good grip on it and just pop these little gold bits off. You can, they do come all the way through, so you can also push them a bit from the back to get them to come out a little bit, and that helps as well. Once you've taken them in and out a couple times, they don't get loose like they're going to fall out, but they do come out a lot easier. And again, I wish there were a place to store these somewhere. Can these go on here, maybe? Oh, I guess well, maybe. You might be able to squeeze them into these screw holes here where the gun goes on the trailer. But as of right now, and we'll test that later, you just have to kind of set these aside, which is a little problematic because they are smallish. And if they get in your carpet, you could step on them. But yeah, there's that. So these pieces, you take under here. It's a little easy to attach them in robot mode, but you basically just kind of hook them right in here like this at an angle. There is a post on the back of here that fits in the screw hole. Here on his shoulder, there's a screw hole right here, and there's a post right here that slides into it. But you clip it on like this, and then pop it up like that, and it just clips up over the shoulder piece. You just push it in all the way. And same over here. You just kind of get it down, start down here, angle it in so this piece pops into the screw hole, and then just snap it up over the bumper. And you can see here, that's why you have to remove these spikes, because otherwise they would... It's already tight clearance as it is. Those spikes would just push the front of the vehicle up. But it attaches, and you can see it still rolls just fine. Now, personally, I like to just, at that point, attach the truck to the trailer and leave it like that. I think the new bumpers are cool. The chest plate in robot mode does become an armored plate for the front of the truck that you can also attach up here, just to give them a little bit more armor. It makes them look a little bit more Mad Max-ish, a little bit more tough and armored in vehicle mode, but... And there's nothing wrong with it. I don't hate having this on, and it's a great place to store it when you're in vehicle mode. But I do think I generally prefer the look of just the new bumpers on the truck. But again, personal preference, entirely up to you. But that's all there is there in vehicle mode. There he is, all armored up in vehicle mode. But we all know that's not the end of the battle tanker. So we go ahead and take these off, and we'll focus on the transformation here because there are a couple of things to do while transforming him. Now, again, you can put. Well, actually, we'll do those last. So transform him as normal. I get the sword out here. I don't know if we'll have him hold this, but we'll go ahead and transform it into a sword mode anyway. Go ahead and leave the feet flipped up. Because that's where they need to be for the combined armored mode. Get the arms loose here. Pop them apart, bring them down. This piece folds up. Now, here's where you want to go ahead and pop the head up. And there you can see the new head. He's got a cracked visor here. It's a little bigger than the original. It makes it a little bit more in proportion with the body when it's all combined. But it's a nice new head, and I really like the cracked faceplate over here. So get this up, fold the two matrix halves in here. And here's where this piece comes in. This piece is actually like a new, it hides the matrix, plus it kind of is a chest extender. It holds the chest in an upper position where it looks better with the armor on. And you can see this little circle clip, and there's a little hole right here, and you just clip it right in there. Just clip it in there like that. And then when you flip this forward, this sits in it, and instead of having the chest sink all the way down, it would come down a little lower and make the torso sit too low in armored mode. It holds the chest up, and you kind of get some neat robotic detailing underneath there. As well as the fact that, as I mentioned before, once you snap that on, it just fills the gap there. You can totally transform him back into vehicle mode. It does not interfere in any way. It just sits right there in that gap that was already existing there. So you can leave that on. Very well designed piece. I really like that a lot because it solves a couple of problems, and it is not something that has to get snapped on and removed every single time. So there we go. We're about halfway here. The upper body is more or less done, except for one bit, which we'll get to in just a second. So bring his arms around like this. New head, and of course you can leave him like that if you want. And again, well, once again, the new chest piece, you kind of come up underneath here. Clip it up onto the chest like this, and then these handles right here, you just kind of fold down onto his shoulders. And there's the whole upper body more or less done. And then you can, well, actually, we'll get into the spikes when we're all finished here. Snap this around. Again, we've seen this transformation before, so if I don't focus on one particular part of explicitly mention what I'm doing here in the transformation, it's because I've done this mold a few times now, and we've seen it. Although I may just keep talking just for the sake of keeping talking. Although my throat is starting to get sore. I'm starting to get stuffy, which means I'm probably going to get sick again. And that's always fun. It's just been a week. So, come on, wheel. Which way do you rotate? This wheel should be rotating around to push into the leg, and it just apparently does not want to today for me. Thank you very much. There we go. Yeah. Thought I was doing that right. Oh. It's been a day. And again, here you can see the new waist piece. It doesn't have the gold detailing on it, and I may be able to add that with a Sharpie, but it's got a couple slots here that allow the new waist piece to snap in. So that's why you have to replace that. Otherwise, you'll have this really skinny waist here. And he still ends up with a little bit of a skinny waist, but you know. So yeah, now he's prepared for the rest of the armor here. Go ahead and pop these off. These are now a separate chrome piece inside here on the little missile launchers. You can come under here, unsnap this, and slide these pieces off. These are going to be his new legs. Pop this open. Now lift this up. Pop this open. Here's the sword blade, which snaps right into this handle here. And it's a nice, cool sword. You come out here. He does have some guns in here you can pop out. We're more interested in the armor piece on it for right now, but he does have a couple the same. Again, I probably won't focus on a lot of the the regular battle tanker stuff because we've seen it before. But the two guns right here, and then back here you pull this piece off the back. You can also pop this off. Here's the waist piece, and then behind that are the two new hands that. As of right now, are kind of being one to be a pain. We'll set the trailer off to the side. And then you take these, and they snap underneath here. He's got a little exhaust pipe here, and then this little clip snaps onto it. You have to use a bit of force to get those on. Be careful with that. But as long as you're careful, it shouldn't be an issue. And then you plug the hand in here to his regular hand, and fold the forearm panel over until it snaps all the way around. There we go. That is now snapped all the way around. And same over here. And snap it on. Come on. There we go. Check the time here. Yeah, we're good. Alright, and there's his forearms now ready to go with his hands. The waist piece just has a couple tabs here that peg right in. And these side hip armor bits are on ball joints, so you can position those however you see fit. Then the legs you want to bring down here, flip this panel forward a little bit, flip this down, flip the heel back, and rotate the whole foot around. Yeah. Just like that. And then you're going to take this. You don't want to push these parts in. You want to slide it in like this. Get it down low here. And then you kind of pop this inside there and then snap it onto the foot and then fold this up, and this tab right here plugs into the bottom of what was his original robot mode foot. Only you have the lower leg assembly done. And we'll do the same thing over here. Rotate it around. Slide it in like this till that wheel meets, and then kind of pop that into the gap. And then there's a clip in here that snaps around the foot. And then just plug it in. And there he is, all armored up in robot mode. And he looks very cool. There is a little bit of a gap here on the head, but oh well. The neck, but just the way it is. Have him look down a little bit, it fills it in a little bit. But there's a quick look at the upper body here. See if we can't get his face to show off a little bit. Cracked visor plate, really nice gold, and some. It didn't add any more green to it, aside from maybe this little dot here on his waist. He does have a couple of green on the original figure. It makes more purple and gold, and focus, Daniel-san. There we go. He comes with here's the sword, so he can hold this giant sword now. He can hold the either the blasters that come in the trailer. You can, if you so desire, attach these missile pods to his legs as well, just to give him a little bit more armament if you just feel he's not looking tough enough. Also the spikes. Now the spikes go right back in here. Just push them right in. These little gold chrome spikes, which look really nice. And there's a shoulder that has just the two gold chrome spikes. You can, if you want those, they can be chain weapons. You can attach these chains in here as well to make it look like he's fired one of these spikes out as a weapon. And you can wrap them around him and make him look all spawny, however you see fit. So if you want to give him a little bit more dynamic look, you can pretend that one of his chain weapons has shot out. But I honestly think he looks just pretty awesome if you just leave these gold spikes in. And also, I mentioned earlier the Dr. Wu Broken Blade here. It's actually a really nice kind of burnished gold and purple with the yellow gem here. And it almost matches the burnished gold here. Almost matches the burnished gold on him as well, and he can hold that. It is a little heavy because it is all metal. So finding a position where it isn't making his arm just immediately sag can be a problem, but it looks really great with him. Yeah. I love this set. I got it from Upgrade Commander, which I don't know if it's a direct line to MakeToys and Fans Project and all of them, but yeah, I shipped EMS the other day from overseas, directly from Upgrade Commander. Got it today. Now, this piece, if you remember in the original Battle Tanker, this piece can become a giant backpack armor thing for Prime. You kind of open it up, and you have to rotate this whole piece here around, and well, maybe we'll stick it on if we can get it going. All right, but not quite rotated around all the way. Bring these down and around. You flip out these handles here. It does support itself. The trailer back folds out to support it back here. You can bring down this little targeting screen, I guess. But you can give Prime some more weaponry. And again, it just kind of attaches. It slides in here and snaps onto his backpack. Steps onto his backpack somehow. Oh, here we go. It's like, oh right, it's you gotta flip this down. It's like this, yeah, and then this snaps in here, like that. That supports itself in the back. Get his feet straightened up. And if you take weapons out of his hands, these hands can grab these control handles here. And now he's got this giant backpack, jet armor, something or other that gives him these giant arm cannons of doom. Oh, these pieces slide back to reveal the cannons. There you go. there he is, all super powered up. His head's sitting there behind the thing. And you can get him in a better position than this. I'm kind of just half-heartedly showing this off because it is... I'm not a big fan of this mode. It's neat. I mean, they do it. I prefer to set up the whole trailer as just a command station like G2 Prime did. And you can do that if you wish, but you can really armor him up and make him look cool. Just nobody's going to mess with this guy. That is a Shattered Glass Prime that has eradicated everybody he ever loved. And everybody he didn't love. And everybody who didn't love him. That is a vindictive Prime right there. But yeah, highly recommended. I loved the original Battle Tanker. I love the Shattered Glass version even more because of these added armor bits. I think in robot mode, the whole package really just looks awesome. But yeah, there it is. The MakeToys MT-02P Battle Sentinel SG SP for Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. Very cool.